All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Sport and Suits. We got my man, Luca Stanzani here. I mean, holy shit. What's it been, 7 years?
Yeah, something like that. Probably longer.
Yeah, let me grab one of these little guys here. Oh, man.
Oh, yeah.
A little rack attack.
Rack. Best
6
nicotine
milligram.
on the market.
Dude, this stuff is pretty damn good right here, folks. But yeah, man, Luca, so you are...
So was that a Zen?
No, it's a rack.
Did you guys see that video where this guy hooks a Zen on the end of a fish hook, throws it out into the pond, catches a fish?
Yeah, a bass, right?
A bass,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it
That's
had,
wild.
yeah, that was sick.
That's
crazy.
I kind of want to try that.
I've seen people like put them in and then release them. That shit's funny.
Yeah,
Here you go, buddy.
Those things will get you right.
Yeah.
They will
I
get you
mean,
right.
they even got the fish addicted to it.
Yeah.
It's addicting. Nicotine. Make sure you're over 18 or what?
21.
21 now.
21.
Wow. Well,
Mm-hmm.
anyways, so yeah, back to Luca, man. So kind of just give the people, where you're from, what your background is, and kind of just tell us who you are.
My name's Luca Stanzani. I go to Long Island University, play quarterback. Been training with Steven since I was like 6th grade. I'm going to be a senior now. Time fucking flies. But yeah, man, I started football when I was 6. I sort of just went up to my mom, was like, Mom, I want to try football. She was all in. She's like, let's do it. We looked it up on the computer, found the Clearwater Tornadoes like less than a mile from my house, and we signed up, and it's a done deal.
Did you start playing quarterback?
No,
like right away.
No, it's funny. So Clearwater Tornadoes, it's not a whole lot of white guys on that team, especially 6 years old. I started off as like a tackle. They just put me there. I was like, whatever. First year, still loved it. Loved football. Had a great time. And then going into my next year, I remember like so vividly, we got a water break, and then I just grabbed the football because I'd like worked out with my dad or whatever. Grabbed the football and just threw it to one of the coaches. It was like a 10, 15-yard pass through a spiral. Coach was like, holy shit. He's like, guys, check this shit out. Like, look at this. Do it again. And I remember I didn't throw a perfect spiral, but I threw a good ball. And he's like, oh, he threw a spiral on the one before. Like, I swear. And ever since then, I was quarterback. And that's the rest. The rest is history.
The rest is history, man. Yeah. Who was the that your mom sent the picture of? Who was that kid? Joe? Was it JoJo?
Yeah, Garcia. Yeah. Or JoJo Borchers. Yeah.
And he walked on at Miami.
Yeah,
That's insane.
So we did Team Florida. We went
right.
back and forth Team Florida. The
That's
two
right.
quarterbacks from like 6th grade till like basically sophomore, junior in high school. We were the two guys.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. That 7-on-7. We actually talked about it with Lex Capitano. You remember throwing with him?
Yeah.
We were talking about that with like 7-on-7 and the difference between 7-on-7 now to when you guys were playing.
Yeah.
It's night
It's crazy.
and day.
Yeah, it's great. I sort of got to see like it like evolve into what it is.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's a whole different ball game now.
Yeah.
When I played
That's
it,
one way to describe it, I guess.
yeah, when I played it, it was like there was like the Junior Olympics. Like it was like this like joke of a thing, kinda, like an AAU sort of deal. And then now it's just like everybody's hosting these huge tournaments. IMG is such a huge deal, and people are getting offers from it, which is incredible.
Not quarterbacks, though.
Yeah, no, because that's a different game.
Yeah.
You just
severely
take
different.
one step and chill out for those
Sit
4
there,
seconds.
yeah. 4 seconds, you're just looking around, throwing a couple of zins or some racks. Throwing a couple of racks.
Yeah. No.
Let it go.
Yeah.
Let it go. Let it fly. All right, so I know you guys are big Bills fans.
Yeah.
Your mom's from
Family's
there?
from Buffalo. Yeah, my whole mom's side's from Buffalo. Been diehard Bills fans.
When's Josh Allen going to beat Patrick Mahomes, bro?
Yeah, not when it counts. This year, did you see that the Bills are the only team that are supposed to go 18-0 or 17-0, whatever. They're supposed to beat the Chiefs week 9. That's what the NFL came out with.
Speaking of the Chiefs, what were we talking about this morning with the Chiefs and a certain augmentation?
What are you talking about?
The picture that you showed me
What picture?
of a certain quarterback's wife.
Oh yeah. Hot news. It's what's her name? Brittany?
She
had a boob
got
job?
double D's.
Yeah. She
They're-
went from
these guys
0
are-
to hero.
These guys
Fucking-
were talking about it today. I'm like, nah, man, that's not in my algorithm anymore.
Yeah,
Married.
dude. Everybody's talking about it. You know.
Are you pulling it up on the pull it up on the screen?
I'm gonna put it
Yeah,
up there.
yeah.
Let's take a little look. Let's take a
People said
gander
in the
here.
chat, I said, no shit. That's good. People are like trying to defend her in the comments saying, oh, she's a mom of 3 now. Like that just happens. It's like, no, the fuck it doesn't. So
Those aren't it, right?
No.
No. Maybe go to Twitter. It's all over Twitter. But yeah, she went from 0 to a hero. It's fucking, I'm here for it. Yeah, she gets so much hate, or Patrick gets so much hate from all the shit that she does, and
I mean, those aren't it, are they?
No. You'll know when you see it.
Come on, man! I saw this.
Don't
shit
go to
too.
don't go to her profile. Go to like
Just
search her name. Search her name.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this shit's funny.
Swimsuit or surgery.
So maybe that is. Here, go down. Keep going. There's a picture. Yeah, there it is.
There
That's
it
the
is.
one.
Yes.
That's fucking ridiculous.
Can we zoom into that?
That doesn't happen overnight.
But yeah, so yeah, we go from talking about Buffalo to
Yeah.
to this.
I'm sure Patty's probably gonna go 18-0 next season.
Yeah. He sees that for some motivation. For sure. Yeah.
But yeah, that's the kind of shit we talk about during the training sessions.
Yeah.
We talk about life, and that's why I wanted to get you on the podcast, man. I think you're a good speaker. I think you got a hell of a story to tell, and yeah. So all right, so you were going back. Your mom's side of the family is from Buffalo.
Yeah.
When did y'all move down here?
Right after I was born. I was born in Buffalo, but took the first flight out. My sister spent a year or two in Buffalo, and then I went down. So raised in Clearwater. Went to the same school since I was 2 years old, Clearwater Academy. It's a little pre-K to high school. This rack, it's hitting pretty good. I feel it. I feel a little buzz right now.
Good.
And went to same school since I was 2 years old. Grew up around the same community. My head coach Jesse Chinchar, he started the football program there.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he started. He was in school and was like talking to the
Because
principal.
he's a younger dude.
Yeah, early 30s. He's like, Mr. Swear's the principal. He's like, we need to start a football program. Like, there's some guys. So started 6-man while he was at the high school. My dad was the coach for a bit, and turned it into this powerhouse that I was able to be a part of and grow with. Yeah, it was a great deal.
So it's Clearwater International Academy, right?
Clearwater Academy International. Yeah.
So his teammates were, I mean, how many? What was the percentage of like Canadians? Because they had a Jai Hall, or was it Jai Hall?
Joe.
What?
Joe. That's his name.
Okay, I mean, where did he end up? Where did he commit to?
So he went to Clemson and then got some trouble. Went to USF, then JUCO, CFL, and now he's in Indiana.
I mean,
we've got some crazy stories.
Yeah.
So
but they had a bunch of Canadian guys that would come down here, and they would. I had a couple that lived in my back house, and your mom hosted a few, and
yeah. So we're an international school, so we've always had foreigners, not for sports, come, and then we figured out like we need an 11-man team, so we brought some local guys. That didn't work out, so we're like, let's go back to the foreigners. Let's see what we can do here. So my dad brought a few over from Italy because that's where the Italian. My dad's born and raised in Italy. Played football over there.
Like soccer?
No, American football.
Yeah,
That's the thing. Yeah. That's a whole. I mean, it's become a huge thing now in Europe, especially Germany. But it was back in the '80s. They played. It was very small, especially in Italy. So we brought Italian players over, and then that became Italian, French. We've got guys from like American Samoa, Canada, Germany, all over, and
You guys used to beat the shit out of teams, man.
Yeah,
you guys won the state championship your senior year.
Yeah, we were in an independent league, so we got guys all over. I'm gonna take the shit out.
Yeah,
it's rocking, man. Fuck. All right, let's try and articulate some words now. Rack.
I mean, it's just nicotine, right?
Yeah, that's it.
That's
it.
Yeah, that's doing it.
But I don't do anything. This is all I do, like on occasion. So it hits hard when it does. Yeah. So it started off. No, I'm good. I don't smoke. Thanks. The Rebel Rabbit. That shit in the fridge. So it started off with a few Italians, and then it grew into all over Europe and all over the world, really, like Africa, everywhere. And then we found out Canadians. It's much easier with the passport. Or the visas, rather, to get them over. So it sort of turned into the Canadian Fest. By my senior year, it was like 80% Canadians and a few European guys.
I mean, you had some guys that committed to, like you said, Clemson. I mean, some big time schools.
We would send. We do a lot of early signing day. That was a big advantage for us, getting guys in so they could just go straight to college. We would sign anywhere from 10 to 15 guys every year, usually early signing day. So, I mean, fucking Jesse did a great job.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
We've had guys go to fucking Clemson, a few guys to Pitt. One guy went to West Virginia as All-American. Now he's at Miami.
Yep.
Notre Dame, all over.
Anywhere, all over
Yeah.
the place. It's pretty cool, man. I didn't realize Jesse started the program.
Yeah, literally started it. Yeah.
That's freaking sweet. But now, you guys just did so
No
much
more.
damage. Now they're just like, yeah, man, we're not playing against. I mean, you tell the story.
Yeah, it's a crazy deal. So, fucking every year got harder and harder to schedule our games. Like I'm talking like a month out, we're missing 3 games, and it just got to the point where we had to fundraise like 50 grand. Like the kids had to fundraise because we're a small private school. We don't have much funding. The kids had to fundraise 50 grand a year, and couldn't get games. And basically, Jesse was like, I can't do this much longer. Like maybe I could stretch it out 1 or 2 more years, but like, what's the point of bringing in like sophomores or juniors just to leave them out to dry and make them transfer just for 1 more year? So they called it quits. No one
What was
locally.
the money for? Why were you fundraising 50 G's a year?
Yeah, it's travel, equipment, pay for the kids to do that. The kids would come in and already pay like room and board, and pay for meals and stuff. But we needed money just to survive, to keep the program alive and to travel. It's not cheap.
That's what they're playing. They're independent, so they're playing against. I mean, you guys played out of state teams. You guys, they did.
It turned into like when it started, like across Florida was like our like long haul game, and then it turned into like we went to Ohio, played the number 1 team in Ohio. We played the number 1 team in Tennessee 2 or 3 times. It became like one big out of state game, and then it became 2. Then it would have had to be 3. We almost played like Bishop Gorman.
Oh yeah.
So then you guys were playing basically other private schools.
Yeah, we were playing other private schools. Yeah, and it had to be that way because local teams didn't want to play us. Like we played Calvary my freshman year and beat them like 55-0 or something. And it's just like people didn't want to play us.
And he started. So you started as a 8th grader.
8th grader, yeah.
8th grader on varsity.
Yeah.
Well, how many? What's your career passing yards for high school?
Yeah, so 8th grade threw for 3 and some change. I pretty much did that almost every year. So getting 5 years definitely helped, but I threw for 15 and some change. So I ended up like number 2 Florida all time passing.
That's what I don't understand is who threw for more yards than that?
I don't know his name, but he went to Clemson, some huge recruit. I want to say back in like 2015 area. Yeah, Tim Tebow's around like I think he's like 7 or 8 in Florida.
Yeah,
but that's a big name.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, that's not a stat like I talk about, but when people find out, they're like, "Holy shit!" Like that's a big deal. I'm like, yeah, it is what it is.
I mean, it's the same thing as like not the same thing, but like Braxton Plunk, who I want to get on here. He set the division. What is Mount Union? Is that?
Oh, I have no clue.
I think it's D2 or D3. I don't know, but he set the career passing like every single stat.
Yeah,
every single career stat.
Yeah.
Between you and him, I don't know who has like a better. I mean, just accuracy and just the spin of the ball. It pisses me off. And Braxton, I'm gonna tag you in this. It pisses me off that you're not playing anymore.
Yeah.
And he knows that. I tell him that every single time.
Caleb was talking about him, how much of a dog he was just training. Like he always looked up to him growing up because Caleb Pierce, you'll get him on the pod too.
Yeah.
We grew up with the older guys and looked up to a lot of them, like Charlie Dean. Rip it.
Yeah.
Just a quirk.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right. So then we go from Clearwater Academy International to, tell us kind of go through your recruiting process and all that.
So 8th grade, finished the season, had a good 8th grade year. Definitely turned some heads locally and then recruiting wise. I ended up getting my first offer after my 8th grade year, going into my freshman year from Southern Miss. That was back when Southern Miss started they just started throwing out offers. They offered everyone in the fucking country.
I remember that, yeah. Especially down here. They I mean,
they went to every high school, threw out like 10 offers.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm counting it.
Oh, yeah. Why would you not?
The coach actually did fight for me. He told Jesse, he was like, this is a real offer. Like, I want to recruit this kid going out throughout high school.
I'm glad you mentioned that real quick, just to talk about that. Explain the difference between a real offer and a non-committable offer, because that's a term that I've been hearing a lot. And Memphis will show me like, I can't believe this kid got an offer. I was like, dude, that's not committable.
Yeah. So nowadays, what they're doing is they're throwing out verbal offers, what they call them. So when a coach calls you up and gives you a verbal offer, he's basically saying like, I mean, nowadays what it means is like, we're gonna start recruiting you. Basically, we're interested in you. We like you a lot. We do, but it's not committable yet. So committable offer is when you go into your senior year or junior year maybe now.
One of
you
the two.
get an official offer letter. That's like you can commit here right now. And I mean for like 4 stars and 5 stars when you're in like sophomore year, you can sometimes commit. Obviously, every coach is different, but you just throw out offers fucking to whoever, and that's like getting recruited basically. And it looks good for the kid because that means like, oh, UCF just offered this kid, verbal or not, like he must be a baller. Then
snowball.
UCF, so UCF offers, then
USF,
and then it just starts sandballing.
Sandballing. I don't know if I've heard that term before. I think it's snowball.
Snowballing is how it is.
That rack attack.
Seriously, I'm still spinning. I'm trying to flush it out with this water. Fuck. Yeah. So fucking.
But yeah, sorry. So we're going. All right. So you get a committable offer or non-committable, whatever it may be, from Southern Miss, and then kind of go from there.
Yeah.
And this is 8th grade going into your freshman year.
Yeah. And then 2 months later, I think maybe 3 months later, USF calls Coach King. This is Coach Strong's staff. Coach King, great guy. I always liked him. He throws me an offer, super pumped, and then a bit of a dry spell. And then after my freshman year, UTM offers. That's a funny deal. Like I shook his hand. I was walking the halls, as they say, because you're not allowed to come down and meet the coach. So I was walking the halls, happened to see me, shook his hand, offered me, never heard from the guy again. Just that's the definition of a verbal offer, by the way. Yeah, UTM offers. Some time goes by. I'm getting a lot of looks because I have 3 offers at this point. Right. And then going into in the middle of my junior year, it's actually a cool deal. I always remember this. I'm going out to my birthday dinner. This is mid-season. I was born in October. Mm-hmm. And I'm going out to celebrate my birthday. And FAU calls, and they're like, hey, like, we really like you. We want to offer you a scholarship. I'm like, great birthday gift. I love this. Yeah, great birthday gift. FAU offers, and then that guy gets fired like the next week. But fucking, it's posted on Twitter. It's out there. I got offered. And then junior year was bad deal. That was COVID. I got injured. Didn't have the year I wanted. At the beginning of the year, I tore my meniscus, and then mid-year, like, did some deal with my throwing shoulder. Hurt that
the collarbone, right?
And then the last game, fourth quarter, broke my left collarbone.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah, so just a rough year. COVID got me a little bit. Didn't catch COVID, actually.
That would have been the best thing that happened.
Yeah, that would have been, for real.
No kidding.
Instead of the other shit.
Yeah, right? Yeah, so that definitely fucking hurt my recruiting a bit. So I was in a sling from December to February. Mm-hmm. And then my first time back throwing was at the Elite 11. And I was with, like, the real, like, the seniors, the big group. And, I mean, if I was 100% and healthy and stuff, I think I could have. Yeah. I think I could have done something there, but just wasn't it. Knew that I had to hit summer hard. Had to turn some heads for sure. Ended up balling out. I got an offer from Furman, and at this point I was like, oh, I'm only talking to FBS schools. Like I didn't really know what FCS was, which is funny because I'm at FCS school now. So Furman offers me. Head coach brings me in, and he's like, hey, like, this is a serious offer. Like, we want you to commit. Like, I'd take your commitment today. Oh, shit. And I'm like, oh, shit. Like, thank you. And I didn't know Furman they're like a top 15, top 10 FCS school.
That's where Lex.
Yeah. So I would have ended up with him. But I was like, thank you. Like, I considered it, but, like, I was like, I'm getting looks by FBS schools. Like, whatever. Right. Didn't think much of it. They're like, you have 2 weeks. We're bringing in another guy. We're going to offer him, and we're going to tell him the same thing, basically. Didn't end up taking it. The guy committed. So go, there's that. Didn't think much of it. UNCC calls. They love me. They offered me from summer. It's like, oh, Charlotte's great. I visited, loved it, and I was like, okay, I think that's where I want to go. But up to them, because I was ready. I was ready to call it and just do it. But they were still doing the recruiting, which is fine. That's just how the game goes. Yep. It's a business, you know. So going into my senior year. It's looking like me and 10 other guys on the board. Okay, it's winding down a little bit. Few more weeks go by. It's me and 5 other guys. A few more weeks go by. It's me and 1 other guy. And I'm like, okay, great. Like, it's gonna be me. Right. Like, I'm the dude. I know how much they like me, and I know I like it a lot. So it's just gonna happen. So we're almost at the end of my senior year. I stopped putting my shit out on Twitter. I'm like, I'm just gonna go to UNCC. Like, it's done deal in my head. Yeah. Get the call. They're like, listen, you're our guy. I'm like, great, like, let's do it. Yep. Like, where do I sign the dotted line? Let's do it. And they're like, but here's the deal. So with COVID, came all the they were all loose with scholarships basically.
Yeah.
So after COVID, because they had unlimited scholarships. So after COVID, everybody had a fucking 130 man roster, 130, 40 man roster on scholarship.
Insane.
Which is nuts. So that everybody had to cut down. People were getting basically just said like, you're not good enough to play here.
Your liability.
Yeah, literally.
That's kind of what it's getting at, man. And
Yeah.
what it seems, these schools don't give a fuck and
they
have
can't.
zero loyalty to their players.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. So even more so right after COVID, because you had to cut guys. You had to get to that 85 scholarship cap. And so basically they're like, there's this one guy who's on IR right now. He's injured with a knee injury. If he gets surgery, if he needs another surgery, he's taking your scholarship for the year. And we don't have a spot for you. That's what it came down to. I was like, fuck. I was like, so they were like, he has a doctor's appointment next week, so we'll let you know. I'm like, shit. Like that throws a wrench in it. That's
a big wrench.
That's tricky. He ended up needing surgery. Didn't have a scholarship for me. Now I'm left with nothing. I'm like, fuck. Like I went from about to commit to having nothing.
Right.
And
in the blink of an eye, that's how it happens.
Yeah, the funny thing is he actually ended up transferring in the spring. And I'm like, well, there you go.
Yeah.
That's my spot.
Yep.
So, yeah, man, I was left with nothing and ended up with some PWOs to South Alabama and USF. And, I mean, like, I don't want to sound like, but they basically told me, they're like, we know you're not a regular walk-on. Like, that they recruited hard to get me both of them. They both brought me on official visits, which is not something you do for preferred walk-ons.
Yeah. Correct.
So they both brought me out. They both loved me. They both recruited me hard. Home visits, the whole deal, just like I was a scholarship guy. They just didn't have a spot for me because they were doing the same cuts.
Yep. And
then I was going to go to South Alabama. I've never talked about this publicly, just like close group. I was going to go to South Alabama because the way the QB room looked. Well,
this is very public now.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. Breaking news. I was going to go to South Alabama, just the size of the quarterback room, like the starter had 2 years left. And then I was going to Walmart one night, and I get a call from Coach Shank, Coach Coop, and they're like, hey, like, we really like you. We want to offer you a scholarship. And this was early February, so signing day was in a week or something. Right. And I was like, oh, like, thanks. Another FCS offer from a school I'd never heard of. And I was like, oh, thanks. Like, I'm kind of like, I obviously was very grateful. I'm not going to make it sound like I wasn't. I was, because it's an opportunity. Right. But at this point, I was like, wasn't really considering it, even though it was a full scholarship. Like, I liked South Alabama. I liked the opportunity that I could have made something out of it, you know? And then I looked more into it. I was like, I'll entertain it just for my own sake, you know? Right. Just financially, like, it's a blessing, absolutely. I wanted to take advantage of it. So I went up, visited, liked it more than I thought. Thought about it a little bit more, and it basically turned out to, like, they were bringing in another guy who had 2 years left. And then that's South Alabama. Oh, okay. Derek Green. His name's Derek Green.
Yeah, Trent Green's son. You remember Trent Green?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was his son, Derek Green.
Oh, wow.
Good guy. Shout out, Derek. So I was like, listen, this guy has 2 years left. South Alabama's guy has 2 years left. Worst case at LIU is I sit for 2 years, and then I take over.
Right.
Best case at South Alabama is I sit for 2 years, earn a scholarship sometime in there, which is not easy to do. Much easier said than done. Yeah, much easier said than done. And then I fight for one, basically, when that guy graduates. So at the end of the day, I was just like, LIU's just a better opportunity to play.
Yeah.
Like, because I can fight for that one job. If this transfer that they're bringing, if Derek's not as good as they say or whatever, like, I can fight for it. So became a Shark, signed late. Almost went up there that spring. I signed in like late February, early March, and they're like, hey, like, do you want to come in the spring? But you'd have to fucking do you'd have to make up so much schoolwork, and it ended up waiting until the summer, but became a Shark. Happy I did.
Yeah.
And yeah, just blessing to get an offer and fucking yeah.
And he's there now. And I'll tell you what, Coach Cooper was our assistant D coordinator at South Carolina. So a lot of ties going on there. And I mean, yeah, we're gonna take a quick little break and then kind of wrap that up and then go on to, like, you know, kind of what you're doing now all your conspiracy theories and everything
Your
else.
conspiracy theories, yeah.
Shit.
Our
Our
conspiracy
conspiracy
theories.
theories. But all right, we're going to take a quick little rack break.
Yeah,
and
there you go.
don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share. Sports and Suits. We're on all the social medias, all the platforms, YouTube. How's that, Sean? Is that
That's
decent?
getting better.
All right.
It's getting better.
And make sure you turn on those damn notifications.
There you
This
go.
shit's gonna get it's only getting better, and we're excited about it. So shout out to for Brave Frameworks, by the way.
Yep.
Cheers. And we're back.
And we're back with Sports and Suits. No, I'm just fucking with you.
Back
The
in
Manny intros are always the best.
Yeah, they are.
reloaded with racks. Just kidding.
Just kidding.
I couldn't handle that.
But yeah, we're back, and as you probably just heard, Luca is reading the contents of the coconut water. He knows his coconut water.
Mm-hmm.
Not a big sugar guy.
No.
Not a big sugar guy. So let me ask you this. So we're, kind of go back to the whole committed to Long Island University and kind of just walk us through that whole process again, and then we'll get into the no sugar and all the conspiracies.
It was cool, man. Freshman year was a lot of fun. Like I said, I went to a small private school, pre-K to high school. So I sort of grew up around the same community my whole life. Never been too far outside of Clearwater. So going to, I mean, it's a small college, but for me, it's fucking huge. That was fun. Summer was fun. I sort of made the most of my freshman year. Basically, just knew that I was the two going in. Just sort of worked my butt off like I always do, and I ended up getting an opportunity late. So the last 4 games, I basically got the job. I was able to start and sort of ran with it. I threw for a whole bunch of yards, pretty on par. Made like second team all conference in 4 games. Threw for almost 1,100, 1,200 yards.
As a 18-year-old?
Yeah, 18, 19-year-old, something like that, yeah.
Like 13 touchdowns or something like that?
I think it was like 15, 16,
15.
yeah.
In 4 games. That'll play.
4 games?
Yeah, about.
Went undefeated.
Mm-hmm.
And you guys had some upsets, right?
No, well, I mean, we were considered like bottom of the conference, and we beat Duquesne, who was like a top 2 team in the conference. That was my first game. Threw for like 330, 4 or 5 touchdowns versus Duquesne. Won in double overtime. I'll never forget that play. We did a rollout. Mike Love, shout out Mike Love. We did the 7-on-7 deal where you just the rub routes in a flat.
Yep.
Rolled out. So the pressure came through, avoided him. Threw it to Mike, let him make a play, and scored. We all went crazy. The whole team stormed the field because that was LIU's not since they moved up to Division I in 2019. Not historically a very successful team at the Division I level, but that was like one of our first wins, and we went crazy. We had a great time. Yeah, able to go 4-0.
Yeah,
looked good. I'll sort of keep going on my story. Huge freshman year. Kind of was the shit on campus at like a small school, which like I had never experienced.
Yeah.
So smashing all the pussy.
I mean, I'm
If
not.
you could
My
answer
mom's
that.
watching this. I'm not gonna say too much. Hey, mom.
Hey, Mom.
Hey, mom.
I'm still a
She's
virgin, I swear to God.
Yeah.
Perfect time for a sip of the Mountain Valley.
Mountain Valley. Yeah. Yeah. There you go.
And maybe another rack.
Yeah. Maybe a few more. Let Steven take over. No. So just the way the game goes sometimes. Sophomore year, looking to have a huge year. We went into Ohio to our big FBS game. And that year, they were like one of the top defenses in the country at the end of the year.
University of Ohio.
Yeah, University of Ohio. Went balled out, had a good game. Went to Bryant week 2. Bunch of rain delays, lightning delays. It was a night game. It was a weird deal. There's like a weird vibe to it. Went in, got hurt second quarter. I was running the ball. Wet game, like I said. I was running the ball. I cut back. The guy stripped the ball from me, and then the pursuit was coming. And as I was going to dive for the ball, somebody tackled me, and I sort of landed on my shoulder like that. Dislocated, throwing shoulder. That was a tough deal.
That doesn't take long to come back from, though, right?
No, dislocation, because dislocation is a torn labrum, which is like the stabilizer of the shoulder.
They don't just pop it back in.
No, they pop it back in, for sure. But
As a quarterback, that's
a
a recipe for disaster.
So with the labrum, I'll give a little like a anatomy class. With the labrum, its purpose is because the shoulder joint is more like this. Like the hip joint is like this, so it's a ball, so it's not coming out. But the shoulder is like this. So the labrum's there to protect it and keep it secure, as well as the muscles. So when you tear it, that thing's loose. That thing could come out at any moment. Obviously, you want the muscles to be strong. So I couldn't go back in. I was out for the rest of the year. But I was like, basically surgery is the best way to fix it if you want to get back to it and get back to throwing. So I was like, fuck that. Like, I'm not getting surgery. Like, I'm kind of anti all that stuff, all those conspiracies. So I rehabbed like crazy, worked my ass off. The trainers, we did a great job getting me back. Came back the last 2 games. Was able to play, but I could only throw it about like 40, 45 yards.
Yeah.
Like, and I was protecting, like it hurt bad.
Because I remember you coming back down
Mhm.
and we're working out and he's like, man, I've got a pitch count. I can only throw so many, routes and,
Yep.
I'm not throwing anything deep. And I mean, he was still flicking the shit out of it. But yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
that's a bitch of an injury.
You tore your labrum, right?
Yeah. But same thing.
Did you get the surgery or did
anti-surgery?
Yeah, Is that where the conspiracies come in?
That's
probably
that's one of them.
Yeah.
One of several.
One of many. One of many. So I came back the last 2 games, couldn't throw it more than 40 yards. So we made it work. We had a 2-quarterback thing going. Ended up getting surgery in November.
Oh, so still did it.
Wow.
Yeah, don't show my face. Yeah.
Oh no.
Ended up getting surgery because if I was done with football, I would have said, okay, that's it. I don't need surgery. Just keep it strong and stay healthy. But no, like to be the player that I am, I need it. So got it.
I'm assuming the school made you do it almost.
Well, I mean, they're not gonna put a gun to my head and make me do it. But
I get that. But I'm saying they were like, hey, you should really do this.
But it's a pretty wild story. Or comparison is like Desmond was on here yesterday. He's saying that a big school, ACC school, Virginia Tech, they had no interest in doing his surgery, and he said they fucked it up and
3 times.
The whole thing.
Right.
On the same.
But then he goes to Rhode Island. And he's like, yeah, the medical staff was unbelievable.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like almost these smaller schools like take care of their players a little bit more than.
I mean, yeah, I guess it just depends on the staff. How was it at South Carolina? Like,
oh God, let's hear about Coach Spurrier again.
no, but just the trainers, like the doctors, like because at LIU, I mean, they definitely care for you. Like you get a good relationship with the trainers.
That's a good question though. How was it at South Carolina?
To be honest, man, I thought they were great. Shout out Clint Haggard since we're shouting out everybody.
There you go. Yeah.
Dr. Clint. He was awesome. But I feel like there was some misdiagnosis there. They said I had a concussion. I don't think I did.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, yeah, you have a concussion. You're gonna sit out. I'm like, okay, whatever. Your labrum's not torn, or you don't need surgery. You don't. I was like, well, I'm not getting surgery anyway. There's little things like that I think about in my older years that I think there's some sketchy shit going on. But
I mean, were you playing during the CTE era? It was starting to just come out and.
Nah, I think I was a little bit before. I don't know.
Because you were concussed. That's why.
Yeah. Clearly.
I mean, to be fair, like at the big schools, it is much more of a business. Like
Yes.
they need you on the field on Saturdays. Like they got
so they can make money. So I can make $48 a weekend.
There you go. Yeah, that's
so
right.
they can make $984 billion.
He looked it up yesterday.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, insane.
But like for a FCS school, it's more of like I guess you could say it's more like personable and like they're not making 46 billion.
Right.
Whatever.
But I mean, so you get the surgery. You're kind of fighting your way to get back into fighting shape.
Yeah. Back to the same routine, the crazy rehab stuff to get back to it. But the good thing with being in New York is just everybody knows everybody being on Long Island. So I was fortunate enough to get the Yankees doctor, the Yankees team surgeon, to do my labrum. He's a elbow shoulder specialist. He was incredible. Did a great job. Pitch count. I was working my way, getting back to it with our trainer Liv. Shout out Liv because we're doing shout outs. But she's gone now. We hate her for that. No, but so I mean, I was working my butt off. We were doing a good job. I was making good progress. But by the time fall camp came around, the volume of throwing, I just wasn't there yet. But we just tried to push it because the season's right around the corner with fall camp. That's basically season mode. So fall camp comes around, my arm starts hurting. Okay, we take a few days off, feels better, great. Go again, arm starts hurting. So it's like, fuck, like the season's here, what are we going to do?
Right.
Week 1 comes around, I'm all right. Week 2, it's hurting. Week 3, it's hurting even more. So it's getting worse and worse as the weeks go on. and I start having to take Monday practice off. I tempo it Tuesday, I tempo it Wednesday, we're off Thursday, or I tempo it, but Thursday's already light, and then we're off Friday. So it's like I'm missing half the week of practice.
Is that because you didn't let it recover?
What it was to me is we sort of took some gas off in terms of like rehab. Like we focused so much on throwing, which was great because I got there, but we stopped rehab and strength training as much, so that just it wasn't as strong as it needed to be. So I just couldn't handle the volume, and I basically got my spot taken because I just wasn't the player that I was or needed to be. So our quarterback came in, he balled out, he did a great job, and freshman also played. So all I was doing was, and I took some time off because it's what it needed, and I ended up feeling good, but I just wasn't the player that I needed to be. So basically, just took an extra year to get my shoulder right.
What year was this?
This is my junior year, last season.
2024?
Yeah, last season.
Because you still played in 2024. I saw
I
that
did,
you had 748 yards.
Yeah, so I went up to week 6, and I mean it got so bad. Like pregame, I was trying to warm up as little as possible. Like that's how bad it was. Like just to save reps for the games.
Right.
Yeah, week 6, I basically they said, listen, like we're gonna let the other guy go, and he played and he balled out.
And I also saw that you had 4 tackles.
4. I don't think I had 4 tackles.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're
sure.
credited with 4 tackles.
It's
Yeah,
on the
take it.
LIU website.
Yeah, I had a TFL, a sack, fucking interception. Probably had all of that.
Oh shit.
Fucking say they see number 11, they just assume it's me. So yeah, the other guy took over. He did a great job. I think he was like a all conference like stat leader. Like he's a great athlete. Good quarterback too. Shout out Ethan. That's my boy. I'm just gonna shout out the whole LIU.
Oh,
yeah,
Might as
no
well
kidding.
pull it up.
No
Go
kidding.
for it.
Might as well
We'll tag
pull it
them
up.
all. We'll tag them
Yeah.
all.
Yeah.
No, so yeah. Now we sort of gotta. He's the guy. I still gotta like prove that I can do it, and that'll come in season.
Well, the spring game, you just had the spring game not too long ago, and
Yeah, I mean, we battled. We had a good spring semester overall. I did well in the spring game. The coaches are definitely liking what they see.
yeah.
Definitely.
And I mean,
Getting
we
back
just
to
got done working out, this morning, and I feel like you're 100%.
Yeah, I'm fully back. It's like the best part about the spring was that I could handle the volume. We were we were practicing 3-4 times a week, and I was throwing on the off days, and just to really push it to make sure that I can handle it.
And I mean, now it's kind of a blessing with you being down here till the end of, or damn near the end of June.
Yeah.
He's got time to kind of work out down here with me, and kind of do the beach stuff, and he's got the cold plunge thing and the rehab stuff. I mean, I feel like, and I didn't realize this when I was playing, I feel like everything happens for a reason.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And it's hard to feel like that when you're kind of getting your
heat of
balls punched in
Yeah.
several times, with injuries, and now you're going to compete against a kid, and it sucks.
Yeah.
But I feel like everything happens for a reason, and
Yeah, but I mean that's life. Like
it is.
and that's the great thing about college football. It's like it sets you up for so much adversity that you're gonna go through in life.
Oh,
like,
in real life, you're going to compete every single day.
No matter what, yeah.
and then shit's not gonna go your way. It's not gonna be an injury. I mean, hopefully not.
Well,
but
it'll
like,
push you and motivate you to do better than the person you're competing against, I would assume.
But I mean, it's you go one of two ways. You either step the fuck up, or you're like, this ain't for me. I gotta change career paths. I gotta change something. It goes one of two ways. So, with Luca, and I feel like I want to take some sort of responsibility in it. That's like his attitude is like, fuck it, I'm a bust my ass. I'm gonna be this damn starter this year.
Yep.
I feel like my kind of the roach blood kind of wears off on
roach blood. There you
on
go.
you
You keep
guys.
saying that, man. Roach blood. What does that mean?
He doesn't get it.
What's going to survive the fucking AI takeover?
Roaches.
Roaches.
Oh, okay. I got you now.
Roaches, man.
Because he said that shit yesterday. I'm like, what the fuck is he talking
I'm
about?
telling you, man.
OG
It's
OG
my
roach.
grandmother, man. My grandmother is German and Native American, and smoked cigarettes since she was 11 years old. Had lung cancer. Was smoking cigarettes the entire time.
Still alive?
No, she fucking got the COVID vaccine jab, disintegrated.
Damn.
Went through chemotherapies, was still smoking cigarettes, got cancer-free, still ripping cigs. COVID comes around, gets the jab, done.
Yeah.
She's withered away. So that's
Another conspiracy.
I didn't get it.
I didn't get it either.
I didn't either.
Yeah, don't fucking get it.
And that was actually.
I went to the doctor's office. The first thing this guy asked me, did you get the vaccine? I was like, no. It's like, okay, we're going to have to talk about that at a later visit. I'm like, bro, I ain't getting no motherfucking vaccine. They came up with it in like 8 months.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
I'm taking no experimental drug.
I'm telling you, man. And so now we can kind of transition into the conspiracy segment of this
There you
deal.
go.
Yeah, like when Scarlett was born, my 2-year-old, Masha just gave birth. Literally just gave birth.
Mm-hmm.
First thing, the nurses and the whoever's delivering, do you guys want the this that? Do you want the COVID vaccine? I was like, what the fuck? No, absolutely not.
To a baby?
I said, as a matter of fact, don't ever ask me that again. And I just snuck in some bourbon and some tequila. So I was like, don't you fucking ask that
You're
again.
gonna say you snuck it for Scarlett. You just fucking.
No, 'cause I've been through like the hospital system and sleeping on those mattresses over several nights, and I was like, I gotta get bamboozled to be able to sleep on this freaking rock.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, we'll kind of transition. Actually, hold on, before I transition that, what are you studying? What's your major?
Sports management.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Sports management.
And then I'm gonna do my graduate degree in sports management next year.
Is that like trying to be an agent type deal?
I mean, the way I describe it is like it's like the business for sports. It's like so fucking broad. Like you really ideally you go to law school to be an agent. I don't think you need to legally, but it's heavily like
encouraged.
Yeah, absolutely.
So when
but
you
like
get into coaching, is that
you could do coaching. You really need a college degree to do coaching. You could do like facility management. You could work at an office in the NFL or college. You could go be like an athletic director. Like it's super fucking
be a
broad.
GM?
Yeah.
Could you be a GM?
I think yeah.
I would imagine. I mean, I feel like anything in sports management related. I mean,
Yeah.
Super broad. So I mean, like anybody with college, you just got to make connections and then see where fucking life takes you.
I mean, you don't want to go for like psychology or something.
No. So I'm not going to be a doctor. Definitely not a psychologist or a psychiatrist.
pick one. I mean,
Yeah.
that was my
That's
major.
funny. Desmond was saying the same shit, bro.
Was that what you did?
So I did sociology with a minor in psychology.
You wouldn't fucking survive a day being a sociology major at LIU.
I mean,
So liberal. So liberal.
Yeah, I bet it is, man. It's in New York.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a liberal arts school. I mean,
But Long Island is the rich part of New York, man.
Long Island is nice, especially
Like,
our area.
rich
Like
as
our
fuck.
area code
Yeah.
is. I mean, it's pretty red. You'd be surprised.
Well, that's where all the money is.
Yeah. Yeah.
Makes sense.
There you go.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
All the poor places are blue.
Yeah, so now we're here. Yeah. I don't know if we want to get into that political
Yeah.
aspect with,
Well,
with him
no,
still,
that is-
him still playing.
My opinions are not that affiliated with sports and suits. Those opinions are that of just mine.
They also are sports and suits. I was actually going to wear the blacked out Make America Great hat again.
Mhm.
We can all edit this shit out, just so you know. I don't really care, but
I don't.
I'm saying for you, I don't know if that'll kind of...
Maybe it will, maybe it won't. We'll see.
We can send you the episode prior.
Yeah, we'll send it to you.
And then if you want
it's
to
all
yeah.
pre-recorded and
I
stuff.
haven't
Because
said
I don't
anything
give
too
a
crazy.
fuck. I don't give a fuck. If I can say it in front of a camera, I can say it in front of anybody.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Yeah, that's kind of... Honestly, that's kind of like the motto that he has as well, I feel like. This next guest, I don't know if he's able to do that since he's a coach.
Yeah,
So
probably not. Yeah.
We'll
Yeah,
see.
definitely not.
But yeah, I mean, you
well,
know...
I got one thing to say about that. You ever see that movie where it's the big dude and Mark Wahlberg, where he's like a gambling degenerate,
Yeah,
and then he has the point where he says, "You want to do that from a position of fuck you."
Yeah, yep.
And that's kind of where I'm at
That's
this
a great
point.
scene. That's a
Yeah.
great
There you
scene.
If you could say anything, do it from a position of fuck you.
There you go.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. And that's kind of why, Sean and I, we wanted to start this podcast, is to let guys not be so coached up and like say the right thing. And it's like, just speak from what the hell you want to say.
I mean, you could tell he's media trained like crazy, though.
I don't know. I've heard the
Well,
F-bomb
he's in
ripped.
front of a camera, right? So
I mean, yeah. I know the deal with this podcast, so I'm going to speak more
He
freely.
knows,
But
yeah. We've known each other for damn near a decade.
yeah.
oh, you've known him since 6 years old.
That's right,
Sixth grade.
sixth grade.
Oh, sixth grade. Okay.
Sixth grade,
So I
yeah.
don't know how old you are in sixth
But
grade.
he's got a really
11,
cool
yeah.
like
Half your life.
deal going with the I mean, kind of talk about the factory and like he just went to Australia. Was that was last summer, right?
Yeah, so my stepdad's Australian. So fortunate enough to go there. I've been there 3 times. I fucking love Australia. It's
Are the
It's
bitches
so
bad?
I mean, it is a bit crazy. Like
but they didn't.
politics, it's a bit crazy.
No,
but
but are the
Australia-
bitches bad?
Australian women are beautiful. So
Oh,
you
they're-
go. So that's
Margot
the thing.
Robbie, boom.
I'd say it's honestly similar to America, but where it didn't go wrong is like everyone's fit, basically. Like
Yeah.
obesity hasn't hit Australia
No shit.
at all. Like everyone's fit, tall, skinny, like athletic.
Blonde, blue eyes.
Yeah, a lot of those, whatever you want, just tall and skinny. There's no.
But I mean, you guys were going like
horizontally
through.
challenged people there.
But you guys are going like through the outback and shit, though.
Yeah, I mean we've been all over.
You got to see their I don't even know, what do you call it, a trailer or an RV or
the brute. Yeah,
the
or
brooder.
like a RV. Yeah.
the thing is, it looks like a military deal.
Is it on Instagram?
Yeah.
Yeah, brooder. I actually don't know if it's BUDER.
Is it on your profile?
No, it wouldn't be.
Oh,
But yeah, but it's brooder, man. It looks like a military vehicle, and you guys went around the outback and like stayed in there, right?
So I didn't, but my stepbrother and stepdad took motorbikes, went and camped in it, went to the outback, went to the coast and took it on the sand, and they have a drone that they got like following it around.
I mean, it was
It's
elite.
that's a sick deal.
yeah, elite. And then you got the factory deal if you want to.
Yeah, I mean,
That thing.
brooder. Yep, and they got a
Damn.
bunch of different models. So this thing's fucking meant to withstand World War III.
wait, and look at the tires, man.
Yeah.
So flexible axles.
Yeah,
Badass.
that and the roaches are going to survive.
Yeah,
That-
yeah.
But I mean, talk about the factory and like you're going there right after this, and
Yeah,
we're going to do that tomorrow. And
Cold plunge sauna. So my stepdad's got a cold plunge company that he's been working on for a while. Emerge, EMRJ. Emerge. Shout out Emerge. And I'm gonna go do some cold plunges. They've done a really good job making high quality plunges. He's gonna come tomorrow, experience it.
yeah,
Cold as shit.
good.
And,
I
do
need
a few rounds.
I need a cold shock to the system.
Yeah, you
Get
need
the
to
blood flow.
sweat some things out too.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure.
Sweat it out to put it right back in.
Yeah, sweat out the racks.
But I mean, and then also kind of talk about Sunday swim?
Yeah, so on Long Island, it's cold as shit in the winter. So what we do is the biggest cold plunge you can find is the ocean. So we'll go in the dead of winter every Sunday and jump in the ocean, do some dances. Fucking, you're freezing your ass off. So we
I'm gonna have to
get
say
out.
fuck that, bro.
Yeah, a lot of people do. I wouldn't blame you. I mean, there's been times I've said fuck that. But
I'm born and raised in Tampa, and like if the water ain't like 89, I ain't getting in.
it's a bath right now. Fucking
yeah.
the Gulf of America. Shout out.
Yeah, let's
America's
go.
a bath right now.
I love it.
Only in America.
Yeah. No, I mean that's nice too. I like that.
Yeah.
It's different. But the cold water is good on a hot summer day.
Oh,
it's
absolutely.
refreshing. But
Absolutely.
yeah, Sunday Swims a group. Brendan Cook, shout out, did a great job with that deal. It's a community that goes out almost every Sunday and jumps in the water. Hold hands, do a circle, do a plunge, and then you get out and you get in your car and crank the heater up because the wind's blowing. It's 30 degrees, the water's 35. It's freezing.
Sounds like they're training Navy SEAls out there, man.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, seriously.
That's a whole different kind of cold too.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's salt water and it's circulating. Oh, God, that's
Yeah, when you get out, it's the worst part because the wind
Fucking
chill is what
windy.
gets you.
Yeah.
The wind chill is what gets you. The water's sometimes warmer than outside. So when it's rainy and windy, that's the worst combination.
brutal.
Is that like some kind of health benefit that you guys
I
are
mean-
doing that for? Or?
Yeah, same. Well, I mean, mostly mental for me, honestly. But obviously, the cold plunges has it's health benefits for
Supposed
sure.
to be like anti-inflammatory and
yeah,
stuff like that.
it helps with brown fats and stuff and get your metabolism going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I'll tell you what, this was good, man. I was glad to get you on here.
Yeah,
It's kind of skipped the conspiracy stuff.
Yeah,
Well,
I mean-
that may be another episode
we could talk for a lot longer.
Yeah.
if we get into
We
that.
talked about it for a little bit.
for a little bit, just a little
No
pinch.
conspiracies, just a little bit of politics.
Yeah.
Kind of bounce around a little bit. I
Whispers,
love
yeah.
it. I love it. But yeah, man, we'll get you out of here and go get your ass in that cold plunge,
My cold on. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right.
and then we'll see you tomorrow. Bright and early workout.
Beach
over
day,
at
boat
Davis
day,
Island. Oh, shit.
Plunge day.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
With a couple of cold beers and a little bit of rack attack.
Couple of racks.
I don't know if he's gonna do that.
I will not partake. No, one was enough for the week.
We could tell.
Appreciate it, man. That was awesome. Thank you so much.
Yep.
All right. Don't forget, like, comment, subscribe, share, turn your damn notifications on. Sport and Suits. We got Luca Stanzani here.
That's right.
Follow Long Island University. See what they got going on this year. Their first game.
Yeah.
First game in the swamp.
Yep. UF.
UF.
Week 1.
Week 1 in the swamp. So I will definitely be there.
Yep.
And did you ever text Luke Gisclair?
I'm gonna text
Okay.
him. Yep.
Yeah. He'll
Shout
hook
out
up
Luke.
with. Yeah. Shout out to Luke Gisclair, man. We got to get him on here too, man. He's got a hell of a story. But this was awesome, man. Appreciate you coming on, and we'll see you mañana.
Yep. Thanks for having me.
Yes, sir. Absolutely. See y'all later.